Okay, here we are on December the 27th, 2022. And this is the 1984 Aspencade. You'd never know, because half of it's been taken apart. And the reason for that is because I think, here's the exhaust over here. And the reason for it is I had to get at my pulse generators. And for the 84, for those of you guys who know, Goldwing's, the 84 pulse generator is at the rear of the engine in probably the most precarious place it could possibly be. I'm going to see if I can get a video of this. I was looking on YouTube to try to get a good look at this, and I couldn't find one, but there it is right there. And as you can see above it, there's a cross member, and then there's that rubber tube which goes down from the breather into a little, I guess it's a filter canister. But and there's the cap with the 3 bolts that go into it. So the manual says that in order to take this thing off, or in order to get at it, you have to pull the engine. Well, I didn't want to pull the engine, so instead I pulled the whole rear, including the swing arm and the all the other stuff. Had to loosen this off, the rear master cylinder, in order to make enough space for the swing arm to come out, but that did come out. And then in order to make it easier for the swing arm to come out, I did drop the exhaust. And I found that the trick with the exhaust, when you're pulling the exhaust and you don't want to have to separate, the muffler from the exhaust pipes, is to loosen off these this connection point here, just to loosen them enough so that you can spread the pipes open. With the bike on the center stand, when you spread those header pipes open, I was able to slide it out without having to take apart the whole exhaust system. And so the key to getting this last bolt off, I'm going to bring my light up here so you can see, is there's not enough clearance in here to get a ratchet, even the smallest ratchet, on that, where am I? Okay, on that last bolt, which is in there. Where are we? There we are. Anyway, it's hard to see, but you can't get it on there because there's not enough clearance. You can't get, and you can't use just a regular box end or regular wrench, because the bolt is receded into a bit of a lip on the cap, on the cover. So what I did was I made this tool here. I cut an 8mm socket in well, pretty well close to being in half, and then I welded it onto just a regular wrench. Where's my light? Come here, light. Gosh, cooperate, will you? Yeah, so here we go. So there it is, and so that's what it looks like. I just cut that. I don't know, that's probably 1/2 inch to 3/4 of an inch. Well, there's my thumb. And I don't have real fat thumbs, so I mean, it gives you an idea of the kind of clearance that you need to get to. And so that gave me enough to bring that bolt 3/4 of the way out, and then it started to hit the cross piece that's underneath there. And then I just took a regular 8mm box wrench and took it out the rest of the way. So if you're wondering whether or not you can get at the pulse generator on an 84 Goldwing without pulling the engine, you can do it. Now I just have to pull the actual, next job would be to pull, let me get my flashlight here, the actual
screws here, which are actually covered. So then I'm going to probably assume that this is the original pulse generator, because it's still got the whatever goop it is that they put on over top of the screws on the screws. And this bike has 140,000 kilometers, so I'm assuming that that's the original. So there you go, guys. If you need to do that, it is possible without pulling the engine.